This Uber ban is starting to sound a lot like Brexit 2.0. All these immigrants coming here taking our jobs. These men out there trying to leave Europe twice in one season like Spurs, fam. Black cabbies celebrating this like them donuts celebrated the referendum. But what did you win? It's like these men thought they were going to wake up the next day in some white British utopia. Try force man out, but 1 year later we're Arsene Wenger. A union made up mostly of white British men, putting a service populated by ethnic minorities and immigrants back in their place. Ironic they call black cabs really, because they don't fucking stop for us. You ever been black trying to catch one in London, fam? It's cardio. Catch man doing star jumps in Notting Hill. And they're using the same bullshit scaremongering. Imagine an Uber with full GPS tracking of the journey, car model, license plate, and picture of the fucking driver, you know, is somehow less safe than an untraceable black taxi that you just hopped in on the high road. Am I a prick? In 2016, 32 Uber drivers were accused of violence and sexual assault. In 2015, 126 taxi drivers were charged with the same thing. And over 520 since 2012. People out here manipulating stats to push bullshit agendas. And as usual, a bag of dickheads jumping on the bandwagon. Fam, there's more cases every year of Father Greg tried to finger Oliver in Sunday school. You don't see them man trying to shut down church. And Jimmy Savile, the patron saint of nonces, died with a knighthood. And they knew what he was on. So I want to know whose safety they're really worried about. The price of them black cabs is sexual assault in itself. Them things are setting you back at least a tenner and a hand job. And that's before Mick Arseways dropping you. Then you got them man bragging about knowledge like sat-navs don't exist. Fam, it's 2017. Black cabs are the old man in the rave refusing to accept his best days are behind him. Doesn't know any of the songs, cutting some dead shapes, trying to chat to young girls. No, she ain't gonna text you back and she saved your number under free drinks, fam. Go home. Them dons trying to take us back to the 50s. No blacks, no dogs, no Uber. You might know all the shortcuts in London, but so does Tom Tom. And he's got live traffic updates. Your ship has sailed, fam. Then they want to talk about Uber having exploitative business models. Like who doesn't? Unless you're the CEO of your own company, somewhere down the line, you're probably getting exploited. If you're on 100 grand a year in a top job, you're probably making your company 100 million. That's life. Uber drivers can work whenever they want, wherever they want, and as long as they want. As opposed to the over 1.7 million people in the UK on 0-hour contracts that ain't guaranteed no work and still got bills. Government don't give a fuck about those business models though, because they're eating from it. I'll tell you something for free. If TFL could buy Uber tomorrow, they'll be all over it like Mick and a fucking ham sandwich. Hold tight, Mick. TFL and the government don't give a shit about the safety of women or workers' rights. That's a myth. And moreover, they don't give a fuck about poor people either, because that's who it's going to affect. These lot were happy to leave over 40,000 unemployed with 8 days notice. And you think these men are losing sleep? This shit is about money, nothing more, nothing less, like it always is. And they probably already got something lined up to replace it. U2s will have a fucking Sadiq car to rival the blood clot Boris bikes. Uber is cheaper, quicker, safer, and more efficient than anything they could come up with. And them men are salty. They got a business model they can't compete with or capitalize on financially, and they are pissed. And they want them gone. So you can miss me with all that other bullshit.